This week we continue our supermarket tour with Live Well Fit's Suzi McKee. She's got some tips on what to buy when you're shopping in the dairy aisle.
This is a little handout that United carries right here in their little kiosk. And this is the number right here we're going to be looking for. All the produce is going to have a high number, of course.
So the higher the better.
The higher the better. But you got to compare apples to apples. Like in the bread aisle, the highest one's probably going to be about a 42. That doesn't mean it's a bad product. It just means you have to compare this bread to that bread. So one bread may be 28, one's 42, but there's not going to be 100 bread, right? The one that's the highest is the one that's the most nutritionally dense. It's the best for you. These are all going to be your egg substitutes up here. Okay. People think they can't have eggs. These cook really well with anything. And look at the Nuval points on there. It's 59, right? Awesome. Really good. That's going to be a really good lean source of protein. This is one thing that everybody can, I think you can substitute as fat-free, because sour cream you pretty much use as dips or you cook in a recipe. And this fat-free option saves you so much fat. So this has 6 grams of fat for a 2 tablespoons, which is not very much.
Yeah, no.
Who uses just that, right? This has 0, so if you had, let's say, 4 tablespoons of sour cream, that's like dipping in your chip 4 times. That's 4 times 6. That's 24 grams of fat you're having just to have that dip, versus this one is 0 grams of fat. So just making that choice, mixing up your dips with fat-free sour cream.
You're going to have seasonings in it anyway.
Right. And so the taste is almost the same. You always want to go for your white cheeses versus your yellow cheeses if you're wanting to look for lower fat, higher protein. So string cheese is a really good product. It's real easy to take and put in kids' lunches or take with you. That's a really good, healthy snack to take. Like here's fat-free cheddar, already sliced and diced, ready to go. So if you're making like a squash casserole, broccoli casserole, I actually have a really good recipe for this, and to use the fat-free version because you save so much fat. Comparing this has 9 grams of fat for a 1/4 cup. This has 0 grams of fat for the same serving. So if I'm making a squash casserole and I'm using this cheese instead of this cheese, I'm going to save, well, let's see how many servings are in here. 8. So 8 times 9 is 72. There's 72 grams of fat right here, 0 here.